Okay. At least the main part of the video won't be missing stuff. Okay, nunchuck required, nunchucks in. We are here. Single player. Magmoor Caverns. Now, I actually do not know what's coming up this week in terms of scannables and missable scans. So just have to be a bit more aware. I remember getting the shriek bats, and and I remember scanning that guy last week. I was hopeful for some Metroid Prime 4 news from the Nintendo Direct, but it's okay. We can't all have what we want. Ow. Samus, turn. There we go. Okay. New creature entry, Morphology Burrower, Tunneling Insect Predator. Burrower is similar to the beetle, though it prefers to spend more time underground. It seeks seismic disturbances, the surfaces to attack, then surfaces to attack. It has enough cunning to realize when something is too large for it to handle. Beyond that, it is fairly ignorant. What it lacks in brains, it makes up for with aggression. Are you sure you can hear me, Swag? I'm a little nervous now. Fire! Ow. How dare it spit at me? Magmoor Caverns. I love the music. It has come to my attention, however, that the music of Metroid Prime is just remade other Metroid music. And I sound fine, like I don't sound too distant, because I am super far away from my mic. New creature. Magmoor, fire-breathing serpent that dwells in lava. Magmoors prefer extreme heat zones and are susceptible to frigid attack forms. Sightless, they navigate the lava currents using their sonar receptors. Magmoors have a keen sense of smell, enabling them to pinpoint targets with startling accuracy. Apparently not accurate enough, Magmoor. Mwahaha! Soon they shall call this Magmoor-less Caverns. New creature. Puffer, unstable gas-filled organism, will rupture on contact. Puffers fill their bodies with lethal vibrium gas and float about in search of food. If ruptured, the gas within the puffer is violently released. Despite their fragile bodies, puffers are aggressive hunters. The gas cloud they release upon death is often fatal to the creature that brings them down as well. What a part of the map in a lava lake. This is not the lake that I'm looking for. There is two things, then I'll stop bothering you about Persona. If you have played it, how do you like it? I have not played it yet. Also, you said the person at the store said to go for Royal if you wanted to play Strikers. Strikers is actually a sequel to vanilla Persona 5, so they didn't know what they were talking about. What's the difference between Royal and Persona 5 then? Because if Royal is just an expansion of Persona 5, wouldn't that make Strikers a sequel to Royal as well? Burning! I'm burning! I'm melting! I'm okay. Royal slightly changed the story and makes the game much longer. So then it's more of a definitive story. Triclops, hard-shelled creatures with powerful jaws. The Triclops is a hunter-gatherer. It collects small creatures and bits of foodstuff, then deposits them elsewhere for later consumption. The hard tripartite mandibles it uses to move earth and rock are quite strong and difficult to escape once ensnared. The endings are different though, and Royal adds new characters. Okay. So I think what she meant, by the way, you can destroy these Triclopses by dropping morph ball bombs for them to collect instead of them taking you. Okay. The end. Oh, okay. So maybe what she was meaning was in order to get a more full experience of Persona 5 before playing Strikers, even though the story is going to be different, is to play Royal, because you're going to get a bit more story that while it doesn't tie into Strikers, you still get story. You still get the base story and more content. Either that or she upsold me, but she did a pretty good damn job upselling me. Into the vent! Into the vent! Uh-oh. No! No! Take the bombs. Yes. Explode, my sweet, sweet parasites. Over here is the... Yes, right there. Right here. Okay, come on. I hope I don't need... Good. This is one of my all-time favorite rooms just because of the grading. All-time favorite rooms in terms of additional expansion collecting. Well, it's not just adding to the story. You miss the normal end to the original Persona 5. I think it would be fine to play Royal, though, unless you get your money back. I have 7 days to play it, and if I really dislike the Persona series, then I can return it. But I am trying to keep an open mind about Persona. Just like I'm keeping an open mind about Splatoon 3. I'm a little curious about getting that game, even though I've never played any of the other Splatoon games. I feel like I've gone through all of it. Oh, so if I actually knew where I was going, I could have skipped to the end. Okay. Sorry that this is confusing. All this was meant to be normal game recommendation. I still do think that you could really enjoy the game though. I'm sure I will. If you want, you can talk about the Nintendo Direct, because that was today. And while I'm not upset, I do wish that there was less third-party announcements. But then again, what they announced today might have actually been first-party titles. And I'm just now outdated in what Nintendo considers to be their first-party titles. The Mario Golf game seems fun. I wish there was more news about games we were excited for. Come on. There we go. Yeah, 500 days without a Nintendo Direct, and those were the titles that they decided were the most important titles to discuss. I do like that the Zelda announcement at least stated we don't have new news on Breath of the Wild 2, but we are working on it. I was surprised about Skyward Sword HD being, oh no, being the next IP for a Zelda remake. Get out of the lava! There we go. Wholly surprised by that. I would have thought that they would have done another 2D Zelda remake, like the Oracle games from Capcom. I think there's supposed to be a pirate log in here. Maybe that's further up and I can't quite reach further up yet. Okay. Okay. Let's get to Phendrana. Oh wait. Totally forgot about this. Yes. I love the spring ball. So much easier that puzzle is. Okay. You know, Metroid Prime 4's title better have the subtitle of something like Revival, because it's or return or some other variation. Because that is what Metroid Prime 4 is. It's a return. One thing that I did think about, though, about Metroid Prime 4 as well, just because it's by Retro Studio, the original team that did Metroid Prime 1 through 3 no longer work there. Concussive Blast. Should I play this game while I watch you stream? Or... I mean, you can totally play. Maybe you end up getting stuck somewhere and I'm able to help navigate you through the puzzle. Or alternatively, you might see something that you haven't gotten yourself that might interest you. Okay. So this always catches me. Always. Flicker Bat. Scavenger with optical camouflaging that renders it invisible to the naked eye. Flicker Bats are deceptive creatures. The only way to track them down reliably is with X-ray imaging. They fly ceaselessly, hunting insects and other small prey that float on the air currents. Flicker Bats tend to fly cyclical hunting patterns while using primitive sonar to navigate. I feel there are other creatures like that. Crystalline Territorial Cold... Oh, Crystallite. Territorial Cold Weather Scavenger. The shell of a crystallite reflects beam weapons and can only be cracked by a concussive blast. They hang upside down in an ice cave during their larval stage. Moisture runs off their bodies and forms the hard ice shell, which the crystallite retains for the rest of its life. Okay, back here we have Phendrana's save station. I'm surprised WJT hasn't joined us yet. Almost walked right into that. Okay. So I always forget about the lock door mechanism, which is that. You hear that too, right? Oh, sneaky. So note that in Phendrana Drifts there's a pillar of with ice on it. Wait, did the door unlock? Yes, it did. Kabam! Kabam! Oh. There we go. I can't wait till I get the double jump. New creature. Scatter Bamboo. Pulsing tendrils of energy extend from creature's body. Like all bamboos, these creatures can only be harmed by electrical energy. Proximity to these life forms may result in electrical visor interference. It is possible to avoid engaging scatter bamboos by rolling into the morph ball and slipping between the rotating energy streams. Translation, just roll right through them. Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, we're... Yes. Baby She-Goth, Glacial Predator. Ice shell protects vulnerable dorsal area. Young She-Goths grow a resilient shell of ice on their backs, which serves to protect a layer of vulnerable flesh. With this being their only weak point, baby She-Goths will turn quickly in order to not allow predators the opportunity to strike at their backs. Powerful hunters, they fire bursts of ultra-cold gas at potential prey, then feast on their frozen victim. Come here, baby She-Goth. I've got you now! Fire! Okay. I feel... I need to get up somehow. Ah, this way. Ooh, here's another. Sometimes all it takes is looking around. So what else have you been up to this week, Swag? Aside from Metroid. Oh wait, are these the same things? No, they're different. Ice burrower adapt to sub-freezing climates. A hardy life form, the ice burrower has adapted to the frigid climate of Phendrana. It spends most of its time tunneling through the frozen soil, but will occasionally surface to attack passers. Got you now. Come on. Come on. There we go. I've been doing a whole lot of nothing this week. I wish I could say the same, but I actually have been working on my Pokemon Sword playthrough. Recently, I've gone into the catch-em-all mode. So now I have a montage of all the Pokemon I've caught, or you can catch, in the Crown Tundra, and how I'm going to be recording audio of how you're supposed to catch and access the majority of the Pokemon based on the correct... Hold on. Nothing. Okay. She-Goths are scary. But their Aether counterparts are actually scarier. Bring it. Bring it. Come to my territory. That's right, you don't want to. Because that will happen. Okay, I'm hearing... There's a power-up over there, too. Okay, can't access anything that way yet. Oh, we have Chozo lore. Story time. Chozo script translated. As the great poison reaches ever further into the planet, we Chozo begin to feel the gnawings of despair. Before it is too late, we now make our last stand. We have begun to build a temple to contain this darkness. At this heart we will place a cipher, a mystical lock powered by 12 artifacts and filled with as much power as we Chozo can harness. We wonder though, even when we are done, will it be too late? And will the power of the temple and the cipher itself prove strong enough to hold back the poisonous tide that even now swells within the ground, threatening all life? Gosh, that Flagra really did make an impact on the Chozo life. I'm also totally kidding. I know that they're talking about something far more dangerous than Flagra. Also, interesting, this is not what I was looking for. That is. New research. The hanging rock structure appears to have a weak spot near the base. I just found a missile expansion I couldn't get to before, but I didn't even see it before. Which room, if I may? Okay. So that clearly tells me that I'm missing something this way. Oh. Duh, I am missing something. It's that I can't go up yet. This is the way I'm going. Chozo Ruins Main Plaza. Oh, with the boost ball?